Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I've found this really interesting article, and it's basically about the brand new PS5 and Xbox Series X, how the stocks are basically very limited, pretty much due to the pandemic, and because the stocks are so limited, everyone is trying to get them. Now, when there are things like this, there are always scalpers and people who try to pick them up for retail price and then flip them for a profit of double to triple the price. Now, this is exactly what's happening with the Series X and the PS5. But in this article that I'm just reading now, it's by GameByte. Um, People have been getting scammed that are trying to sell it. So basically, what's happening is these people are trying to sell these consoles, and they're going to meet these people in person to sell it. And as soon as they get there, these people are just pulling them at knife point or pulling them at gunpoint and taking the console from them, or they're trying to scam them and give them less money, basically. So what's interesting about this is I find it quite funny because, like, obviously it's not, no one wants to get robbed, and obviously I do not condone any of that kind of behavior. That's just terrible. Don't rob people. That's just stupid. But I completely understand the frustration and the reason why people are doing this, because these scalpers are, let's face it, they're not very nice people. They're not good people for what they're doing. But don't hate the player, hate the game. You know, it's not like they're playing the game. That is what it is. You can't hate them for the hustle, but again, they are just a bit shitty, let's be honest. So I can completely understand why people are trying to rob them and why people are getting angry with them and holding them at knife point. I completely understand why, because these shitty people are trying to make profit off other people's misfortune. Like, it's how the world always will be, though, so unfortunately that's just how it goes. But obviously, these people have actually bought the console. They're still losing money when you don't give them the money and you just rob them. No one wants to be robbed. Nobody wants to be robbed. But I completely understand it. Now, these people who are reselling them, what they should be doing is just selling them on websites, sell them on StockX, sell them on eBay, sell them on Craigslist, whatever the fuck. Sell them online and make sure that you use, like, tracked shipping so that people can't say they didn't get their items. Don't meet these people in person, for the love of God. Like, you're already asking for it to go wrong as soon as you're like, oh yes, let's meet in person with this brand new console that there's only so many of and they're really hard to get during the pandemic. Like, or if you're going to meet them, at least meet them in like a public area where someone's going to see if you're going to get robbed. Like, so it's just gonna. Oh my God! Some people are just genuinely stupid, and I think the people that are getting robbed are just the stupid people that are allowing this to happen. But then obviously you've still got people that are robbing people, which is just absolutely retarded. So what needs to happen is Sony and Microsoft need to make a lot more systems and get them pushed out as fast as possible, because we can't have people that are like still just constantly trying to get these consoles and having to pay up to £1,000 on eBay is what I've been seeing. People are paying up to like 800 to £1,000 for the Series X and the PS5. It's unbelievable, and honestly, people who are reselling them at that price, that's just ridiculous. You shouldn't be selling it that high. Like, come on. I mean, maybe £100 to £200 of profit on these consoles, reasonable. I would. It's still a bit shitty, but it's fair enough. But when you're flipping these for like 2 to 3 times what they're actually worth, that's when I have a problem with it. That's when I'm not happy about that. Like, that's not good. But again, hate the game, not the player. It's not it's not their fault. They're just doing the game. But at the same time, it's the people I have a problem with mainly are the ones who are buying multiple consoles. If they're just buying one and reselling it, or two and reselling it, that's kind of alright in my eyes. But as soon as you've got these people who are using bots and stuff to buy 100+ consoles, or like 8 consoles, 5 consoles, you're just taking it out of the hands of people who want it for Christmas and the people who do want the console just so you can sell it and make a load of profit on what you realistically shouldn't be doing. But that is what it is. And if you're one of those people who are doing these like bots and buying loads of them and reselling them for like more than you should be, like an unreasonable amount of more, just stop. Just actually stop. Obviously you're not going to, but you're a pretty shitty person, and yeah, you're just a shit person, to be honest. So these people who are getting robbed, I have no sympathy for these people who are being robbed at all. they're the same people who are just scalping them and trying to resell them for high prices. I have no sympathy for you. Unless you're trying to sell it to someone at retail price or a little above retail price, then I'll have sympathy for you, because then, you know, you're just trying to make an honest little bit of money. You know, that's fair enough. Those people I feel sorry for. But the ones who are just buying loads or trying to sell them for unreasonable amounts, the fact you're getting robbed is absolutely hilarious. I mean, it's funny because obviously, you know, you're stupid enough to allow that to happen in the way that you're selling it, but it's also, you know, not good that you're being robbed, you know, at knife point and stuff like that. It's obviously not a good thing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section down below. The moral of the story is, don't be an absolute twat, and be very nice to your people around you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
Trying to solve life is the most complex puzzle. They don't know the story, but they still gon' try to judge you. You ain't gotta be street just to run up post one struggle. Nowhere to be found when you down, but come up, swear they love you. Got tired of this life, so I knew I had to hustle. Mindset been different, and the rest is history. Claiming that they know the real me, never seen the behind the scenes. Never been behind the scenes. Mama told me keep the peace, but I can't bite my tongue no more. Try to love every